Turn our attention to Boston now. Mayor Marty Walsh is on the phone with us this morning. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning. Thanks for having me this morning.
Let's get a quick update here at 7:20, how things look in the city, how the roads are, what the situation is.
The public works teams are working really hard out there. It's going to be a long storm, so it's going to be wearing down, a lot of people. We have about 700 pieces of equipment right now. The streets, we slowed down on salting. We'll begin salting again later on this morning because we have kind of a white coat on the side on the streets because there's going to be much more plowing going on. So from what they're saying, another 6 inches of snow roughly going to come today. We're asking people to be patient, take care of yourself, stay in, don't go out, and when you shovel, take extra steps there.
How do you keep crews safe? Do you not have two people in one truck at a time, given the pandemic?
Yeah, unfortunately, you lose the yard. You lose the ability for them to come in and have coffee and kind of take a break. They have to stay out in their trucks. We haven't gathered like we have in the past. And, we have 100% of our employees out working. We haven't had gaps, but the problem is we do have people out on COVID protocol. So you lose kind of the backup. So what you don't want to do is try not to wear out the troops too much while they're out there doing the work, because they're doing some incredible work. And, this is the first storm like this we've seen in 21 months. It was March of 2019, the last time we saw any type of snow like this.
Yeah, Mayor, obviously everyone's seeing the snow out there, but Boston is such a unique situation in the city, so many tight areas, tight neighborhoods. How are you tackling it this morning, given that it is a Thursday, obviously bad timing in the morning here, and you want to try to get the streets and the sidewalks clear as soon as possible?
Yeah, the difference here is that, lots of people are still working from home with the coronavirus. So we're not seeing the traffic that we normally would see. So you're not seeing the volume of cars out there. Lots of people have been working from home for quite some time now. So in some ways, that's a benefit. I've asked people to stay home if they could from work. And also I've asked employers to help people that can't stay home from work so that we can get essential personnel to work and we can get these streets cleaned. We did put a snow emergency in effect last night at 6 o'clock. So we're cleaning on the high traveled arteries, curb to curb as best we can. And I just ask people today to be patient. Our crews will get out there and also check on your neighbors to make sure if you have any elderly neighbors or people that are home confined, if you could help them out shoveling today.
Mayor Walsh, city budgets have been ravaged by the pandemic and tax revenues and all that. Does the city have the resources if this ends up being a really big winter?
Yeah, we do. We'll have to make adjustments, obviously. Last year we didn't spend all of the winter money, and we were able to, move our city forward and reallocate some of that money. That usually doesn't happen. We have cut back a bit on the money that we put into snow because the last couple of years have been very mild. But we have enough resources in there right now. And obviously, if we continue to get hit like this, that will be a whole different conversation, and we'll have to make adjustments. This is a tough year. There isn't a lot of any extra money around. But our first priority is to make sure that people are safe and that people can get around the city of Boston. So we're not going to be cutting back on services when it comes to snowstorms like this or extreme weather.
All right, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh, we know you're busy today. Thank you so much for jumping on and updating us here. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me this morning.